They came from the void, those bastards towering ships, like living nightmares ripping through our defenses like paper billions screamed as cities turned to ash. The aliens broadcast their laugh across every frequency. Primitives stuck in your caves of steel and fire. You'll kneel or burn, but I gripped the controls tighter. We weren't done. Not by a long shot, because humanity, we don't just survive, we evolve. And this time we were gonna make them regret ever looking our way right now as the first waves hit. I'm thinking of you out there, loving these human vs alien brawls that hit different. If epic underdog tales like this keep you glued, smash that subscribe button. You won't want to miss how we flip the script. Trust me, if you'd like to share your story with our channel, please send it via the email link in the description. I was Captain Elena Reyes, once just a test pilot scraping by in the dusty sprawl of New Houston. Now, last hope of a dying world. It started 6 months back, when the first probes hit atmosphere. Not the sleek killers from old vids. No, these were something worse. The Vexari hive mind overlords who'd glassed a dozen systems their tech. Quantum shields that laughed at nukes. Drones that swarmed like locusts adapting mid-fight and their mind. A cold chorus predicting every move. They'd pinged Earth with their offer. Surrender your data nets, your stories, your messy little souls. Join the collective or become echoes. We laughed it off at first. Bad move day, one of the real invasion. Skies split open over the Atlantic. Their armada dropped like judgment. 50 dreadnoughts each the size of a continent. My squadron, the Ghost Wing, scrambled from a carrier off Greenland. 20 fighters jury-rigged with EMP bursts and railguns against. That? We were gnats, Captain, they're phasing through. My wingman, Jax, crackled over comms. His voice cracked. Kid was 19, fresh from Sims. I banked hard, dodging a drone swarm that vaporized a sister ship in a blink. The Vexari didn't fight. Fair, they anticipated. Learned by the third pass, our EMPs fizzled against their shields. Jax's fighter spun out a fireball, plummeting into the waves. I gritted my teeth, sweat stinging my eyes. Fall back to Vector 7. Buy time. But time for what? High Command was in panic mode, screaming orders from bunkers. Hold the line, conventional assault. Same old playbook, fight hard, die proud billions were evacuating coasts. Families clutching kids in the stampede. My own sister Maria was down there. Teacher. In Philly, probably herding strays into subways. The Vexari broadcast hit, then worming into every screen, every mind link. Their voice, not one but 1,000 layered whispers, cold as vacuum. Humans, you cling to chaos, your wars, your tales of heroes. Predictable relics. We offer unity. Why resist the inevitable? I slammed the throttle, weaving through debris relics. We'd built empires from mud and madness. But as another Ghost Wing lit up, Pilot's scream cut short. I felt it. The doubt. What? If they were right? What if our go big or go home fire was just noise against their perfection? We limped back to the carrier, down to 5 birds. Med bays overflowed with burns and ghosts. I stormed the bridge facing Admiral Grant, grizzled vet, face like cracked leather. Sir, the old plays ain't cutting it. They're adapting faster than we shoot. He rubbed his jaw, hollows flickering with loss feeds. Reyes Brass wants results, not fairy tales. Fairy tales. That's when it hit me. The Vexari thrived, on logic patterns. But us, we were stories, messy branching, full of what-ifs. For years, we'd bitched about being stuck. Same defenses, same grind. Now with the world ending, why not try fresh? A wild-ass plan born in a dive bar brainstorm with Jax's. Ghost still fresh, we'd hack their hive, not with code with us. Human narratives, flood their collective with our chaos. Dreams, fears the raw shit that makes us tick. Upload a virus of stories, love that defies death, sacrifices that rewrite fates. Make 'em choke on unpredictability. The crew stared when I pitched it. Engineer Lena, my right hand crossed her arms. Captain, that's suicide. They're calling it the Reyes delusion. Already. Brass hates it. Says it's boring. No punch. Boring, I laughed. Bitter. That's the point. They expect fireworks. We give them a whisper that screams. But whispers don't win wars. Or do they? As we prepped the rig, a salvaged probe juiced with Neuralink tech, doubt crept in. Haters in the ranks whispered, Rays, lost it? Risking everything on bedtime stories? Echoed the Vexari's mockery. Felt like the whole damn galaxy was piling on. What if this was real? What if aliens showed up tomorrow and our fresh ideas were all we had? Would you bet your life on a hunch? 2 days later, the second wave hit Vexari ground troops. Sleek exosuits, tentacles whipping plasma, poured into Europe. Paris fell in hours. Eiffel Tower, a molten stump, my team launched from a hidden fjord in Norway probe, clutched like a grenade. Me, Lena, and 3 volunteers. Jax's brother Tomas, medic Kira, and wildcard hacker Ruiz. All strapped into Link Chair's mind, sync to the device. Sync in 3. Lena murmured, her hand brushing mine. We'd lost too many. This felt personal. Probe rocketed up, cloaked in ECM fog. Vexari scanners pinged it. Irrelevant speck. But as it breached their outer net, we dove in. Neural storm hit like lightning. Their hive wasn't code. It was a symphony of certainty. Trillions of minds locked in. Harmony. Efficient, unyielding. Then we unleashed first upload. My memory of Maria's wedding. Not the vows. The raw after her laughing through tears as we danced under stars defying a rainstorm. Human mess, joy in the flood. The hive rippled a single. Vexari node stuttered. Anomaly, emotion, unbound. We pushed harder. Thomas fed in Jax's last log. Kid's voice cracking over comms. Tell Mom I made it count. Sacrifice pure Kira layered family hollows. Kids' drawings of impossible heroes scribbled. With Crayon Fury Ruiz, he dropped memes. Ancient net trash cats defying gravity. Humans flipping off doom. It started small hive queries spiked. Why persist in loss? Unity erases pain. But our stories wormed deeper. Branches formed one Vexari mind. Splintered, replaying a human war tale. Thermopylae 300 against hordes. Illogical yet resonant. Back in the real Vexari, drones faltered mid-air over Berlin. Ground troops hesitated, tentacles twitching like confused snakes. Our fighters, reinforcements, scrambling, picked them off easy kills, but the hive fought back a psychic lash, slammed us, visions flooded, our failures, Earth's graves. You are fragments, we are whole. Ruiz convulsed in his chair, nose bleeding. Captain, it's pushing! I locked. Eyes with Lena, her face pale but fierce. Hold the line, go deeper. We did, poured in the big one. My own ghost. That bar brainstorm, half drunk, plotting rebellion over cheap synth beer. The delusion they hated. But as it spread, the hive cracked nodes. Questioning. What if unity is the cage? What if chaos births strength? Cliffhanger dropped. Alarms blared. Vexari flagship zeroed our probe. Seconds to impact, were we too late? Third wave. Full assault. Dreadnoughts converged on New York beams carving. Canyons through Manhattan, evacs jammed highways. Screams drowned by thunder. High command finally bit. Reyes, your fairy tale's all we got. Too late for doubt, haters be damned, our probe detonated. Not in fire, but data bloom. Every human upload. Amplified, billions of minds linked in from bunkers to lifeboats. A kid's bedtime plea. A soldier's defiant yell. Maria's voice patched in last second. Elena, fight ugly, fight you. The Vexari fleet stuttered. Shields flickered, their chorus fractured. Whispers of awe bleeding through. They change without command? How? One dreadnought veered, plowing into its kin. Drones turned on each other, logic loops infinite. I unstrapped lungs burning as readouts lit green. It's working, they're confused. But confusion breeds fear. The Hive Queen, massive orb at fleet core, lashed out. A kill beam lanced for our carrier. Thomas yelled, "Incoming!" We braced impact in 10-9. What if our stuck ways were the lie? What if embracing the wild, what haters call risky, was the real weapon? 8-7. The beam warped space heat, blooming like a second sun. But then, twist. The Queen's own guards turned infected nodes, replaying our chaos. Tentacles lashed her hull, ripping conduits. Betrayal impossible! Her scream echoed. Galaxy-wide, a hive unraveling our stories. They'd seeded doubt, human ingenuity. Not guns, not gods, but the spark of what if. We didn't overpower. We outthought, outfelt, the fleet imploded. Ships colliding in blind panic drones swarming their Maker's New York skies, cleared beams dying like snuffed candles. I watched from the bridge, tears mixing with sweat. We'd done it, not with brute force, but by daring different. The Vexari remnant fled, broadcasting retreat. Anomalies uncontainable Earth. Breathed, we won in the end. It wasn't our steel or fire that broke them. It was us, resilient weirdos who hate on change, then embrace it anyway. Our unpredictability, that's the edge. Unity's great, but humanity thrives in the mess. The bold risks, the stories that scare even gods makes you proud. Right? To be one of us. What do you think? Is our real superpower creativity or just sweet, stubborn madness? Drop it below. That was humanity's clutch move. The fresh fury that turned hate into history. But out there, the stars still whisper threats. The war's just heating up. If this fired you up, hit subscribe for more HFY clashes where we outlast the impossible. And comment, could you hack an alien mind with a memory? Or would you go? Guns blazing? Let's debate, like, share, and I'll see you in the next fight. Stay defiant.